Have you ever walked into a room and felt the temperature change before you even spoke? The shift in their eyes, the quiet pity, the dismissiveness masked as politeness, not because you lacked talent, not because you didn't belong, but because you walked in with a limp, or rolled in with a chair, or dared to show up visibly different. I know that silence. I know what it's like to be underestimated before you even open your mouth, to be reduced to a diagnosis, to feel invisible in a world that only claps for what it understands. I remember sitting in rooms where people talked around me, social events where I became the inspiration instead of being equal. And for a long time, I started to believe what they believed about me, that my body made me a burden, that my diagnosis made me less than, that I needed fixing before I could be seen as whole. But here's what they didn't see. I've walked through fire just to stand here today. Not metaphorical fire. Real life, soul-scorching, identity-crushing fire. The kind of fire that burns away everything soft in you. The kind that forces you to rebuild yourself from ash and stubbornness. They didn't see the nights I cried alone because my body betrayed me. Or the mornings I got up anyway, aching, exhausted, and still showing up. They didn't see the medical procedures, the medications, the side effects, the scary scans. They didn't see me surviving quietly, while the world celebrated loud victories. They say strength is loud, but mine is silent and steady. It's holding on when nobody is watching. It's the fire that never went out, even when everything else did. Let me tell you something I had to learn the hard way. You don't have to prove your worth. You are worthy just by existing. You are not a problem to solve. You are not a project for pity. You are not someone who needs permission to be proud. But if you do feel like proving something, prove that joy still lives here. Prove that purpose didn't leave just because your pace changed. Prove that your light still shines, even when the world tries to dim it. You're disabled, but you are unstoppable. Here's how I started finding my fire again. I stopped waiting for permission, from doctors, from employers, from anyone. I stopped measuring productivity by how much I could push through. I started celebrating the small wins like they were miracles, because sometimes they are. I started loving myself just the way I am, and I let my story be fuel, not shame. Because let's be real, this world doesn't always make space for us, so we must learn to carve out our own. The world may doubt you, but your soul remembers who you are, and maybe your fire isn't gone. Maybe it just needs a little breath to rise again. If this lit even a spark inside you, don't let it die out. Like this video and subscribe to the Frugal Frankenstein, where we're stitching ourselves back together with purpose, strength, and unapologetic independence. Comment below, what's one thing that keeps your fire going, even when others don't believe in you? Because your story is power, and someone out there needs to see your flame.